Hey everybody, this is Dylan. We are back with another whole plant food SOS-free recipe. If you're new to the channel and you're not sure what that means, it means I haven't added any salt, oil, or sugar to this recipe. It's all just whole plant food. And if you eat recipes like this every day, you will reverse chronic illness such as diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, or you can avoid it altogether like I'm trying to do for me. So, this is another delightful recipe, my favorite Mexican pinto bean recipe, and we're gonna do it in just one step. Well, first we have to prep a few ingredients, but then we're just doing it in one step in the Instant Pot like magic. So, let's get started. I'm going to start by chopping up 2 onions. One of these is bigger than the other, but whatever. 2 red bell peppers, and I have 5 jalapeno peppers here that we're going to use as well. Optional, you can use if you don't want so much spice, and I don't find those to be all that spicy, but if you want less spice, you could use something like a pasilla pepper, a poblano pepper, which I think those are kind of the same, a New Mexico style, or like a hatch pepper that you can get in a mild form, any kind of Latin, nice flavorful pepper that doesn't have too much kick. Of course you can use green bell pepper instead of red or orange or yellow, but I like red because it is a little bit sweeter, and so I'm going red. Okay, let's chop. Okay, beautiful. We've got our beautiful bowl of peppers and onions, and now we're gonna throw it all together. You've got some options here. If you wanna do the longer process, which some people say tastes better, you can put your Instant Pot on saute and saute all this stuff for like 3 to 5 minutes or whatever, but I'm not going to do that. We're doing this all in one step. So all I'm doing, this by the way, this recipe was sized for the 8-quart Instant Pot. If you have a smaller Instant Pot, you can cut this in half or whatever. I'm doing it with the 8-quart, and this is gonna make enough for, you know, a good 3, 4, 5 days, depending on how much you eat. We're gonna be making lots and lots of beans. So everything goes in just like that. I'm not doing the saute. I mean, come on, we're about to put this in the Instant Pot for like 35 minutes. This is a no-soak method, so these beans are dry. I've got 3 pounds of rinsed pinto beans, no soak, they're dry. Going in. Boom. Okay, let's keep going. So I've also got, this is the equivalent of 2 regular aluminum cans of tomato sauce. Try to get that SOS-free, no salt added tomato sauce. I made this myself, so it is nothing but tomatoes. Okay, now I've got a whole tablespoon of cumin going in, a whole tablespoon of oregano. This is just whole leaf oregano, but you can get ground oregano, whatever you want. I've got a tablespoon of it. And then I've got 1/3 of a cup of red chili powder. You don't have to do that much if you don't want to, but that's what gives it that really nice Mexican flavor. So you could use a mild chili, which you should be able to find a mild chili powder. This happens to be a pretty hot chili powder, but you can do whatever you like. It's 1/3 of a cup going in, and then I've got like 4 or 5 bay leaves, and that is it. That is the recipe. Now I've got my kettle over here of boiling water, and I'm gonna fill this sucker up all the way to the max fill line on the 8-quart Instant Pot, which is probably around, I don't know, 10 or 12 cups or so. We're there. And I don't even need to stir it or anything, and put it on high pressure for, let's do 35 minutes. You can let it natural release if you want for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. We're gonna try just opening it up at the end of that, and we'll see how done the beans are. Maybe it'll need 40 minutes if you're not gonna do a natural release. We'll see. But I'm doing 35, and we'll be back to eat it after that. And to be clear, you don't have to add boiling water. I add boiling water to the Instant Pot because it heats up to pressure a lot faster. I have an induction cooktop which boils water really fast, and let's be honest, the Instant Pot doesn't boil water super quickly. So that's why I like to add boiling water in this case. Okay, we're about ready to open the Instant Pot. I'm going to do a couple of things here. I love these totally SOS-free Arizona corn tortillas because they are super thin. And so when you want to make chips out of them, they crisp right up. So I'm going to stick like 2 in each slot of the toaster, and we'll see what happens. There we go. Oh yeah. That worked nicely. That looks beautiful. Of course, I've got to top it with a bunch of pico. Oh yeah. Beautiful. And secret ingredient, I've been practicing my freeze-dried cheese sauce, so I had some left over, and I'm just going to put a little bit of cheese sauce on top to go with it. Nice. Oh, that's good. All right. That's hot. Nice. That is good. The beans are still like a little bit, have a little bit of structure, a little bit of crispiness to them, which is nice. You could let it natural release and that would be fine too, but I like the beans not totally mushy. This has some nice texture. And then I love to take these, break them up, and then do like chips out of it. That is how to do beans in pico. It's that easy. All we did was throw things in the pot and turn it on, and it tastes delicious. Nice and spicy. I love the spiciness. I love the fresh pico dumped on top. You could put anything, you could put the beans over whatever you want, greens, steamed veggies, mix it all up with whatever, and you'll love it. This goes great, of course, with the Mexican rice recipe that I've got up. Check that video out. And my cheese sauce, of course, my pico video, all these things go really nicely with the beans. So enjoy, make this in as big of a batch as you can get away with because it's gonna last you all week and you don't have to cook so often. And then just drizzle it, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then dig it in. Oh, what is your hurry? Ooh. I hope you're doing well on the SOS-Free 30-day challenge. If you started when I started, you're getting close to the 2-week mark, which is great. I've had a lot of food. I have so much food right now, prepped and ready, so it's been pretty easy. You could also sprinkle on a little bit of cilantro. You could also add some turmeric. Oh, turmeric. Do you think I should be pronouncing the R in turmeric? Turmeric? I got a comment saying, Dylan, why aren't you pronouncing the R in turmeric? And so I think that's one of those words that it's actually pronounced 2 ways. Not like the word nuclear, which pronounced nuclear is completely wrong and obnoxious. But turmeric is actually, I think a lot of people actually pronounce it properly, turmeric. So you have to tell me how to pronounce it, and then I'll just do what you tell me going forward. If you want turmeric, then fine. But anyway, my point is you could add a little bit of either turmeric or turmeric to this recipe to give it a little more color and also some of that flavor if you like that. Just a thought, Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Join us in the Well Your World Facebook group if you haven't already, and check out my live show at wellyourworld.com, where we are preparing delicious SOS-free meals like this one, and we're discussing super critical topics like calorie density, social pressure. These are critical components of a health-promoting lifestyle that I think you must understand if you're going to maintain health and wellness. So join us in the live show. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.